This is Equisetum sporophyte. Equisetum robustum is shown to the left side, and to the right side at the center it is the Equisetum plant. See the fertile branches as well as sterile branches. To the right side a figure is shown, that is the aerial stem. In the aerial stem the ridges are shown, grooves are shown, and small scaly leaves, orals of scaly leaves are shown. Next, this is the internal structure of Equisetum stem. The characteristic feature of Equisetum stem is the presence of carinal canal and vallecular canal, and all uppermost epidermis is there, which is protected by cuticle. Below that sclerenchymatous patches are there. Cortex is there, outer cortex made up of chlorenchymatous tissue, inner cortex made up of parenchymatous tissue. Okay, this is the photograph of transverse section of internode of the stem. Next, this is the figure shown here, that is transverse section of rhizome of Equisetum. It is very closely so it is similar to the aerial stem of internode. Very minor differences are there. I explained in the slides in the videos prepared separately on this anatomy of Equisetum. This is the photograph of Equisetum rhizome. Next, this is the transverse section of Equisetum debile root, and it is very easy to remember. At the center there are 4 elements of xylem. A large metaxylem is there, and around which 4 protoxylem elements are shown. It is very easy to remember. Again, outermost layer it is epidermis, protected by cortex, again protected by cuticle, and below epidermis multi-layered cortex is there. Again endodermis is there, and in this case some air spaces are formed. This is a characteristic feature again, and below endodermis pericycle is there. Easy to remember this. Next, this is about vegetative reproduction in Equisetum. Equisetum species, the mature Equisetum plant, they produces some tuber-like outgrowths on the nodal region of rhizome, and these tuber-like structures, this is the aggregation of tissue, and these tubers they release from the parental plant, and they can grow into a new plant of Equisetum in favorable environment. This is the vegetative reproduction in Equisetum. This type of reproduction takes place in Equisetum by formation of tubers. Okay, next. This is the photograph. This is asexual reproduction in Equisetum that takes place by formation of spores. A cone is developed at the end of the fertile branch, and this is the to the left side. This is the photograph of cone. The cone is also known as stobulus, and to the right side longitudinal section of stobulus photograph is given. Okay, the sporangiophores are capital T shaped. Capital T shaped sporangiophores are there, and below the sporangia they are actually peltate structures, and below that, see the details here. Below that the sporangia are hanging. The sporangia, it is a sac-like structures in which the spores are formed. The sporangium is protected by single layer of jacket, and sporogenous tissue, enclosing sporogenous tissue, spores are developed inside the sporangium. Next, this is to the left side, the spore is there, a single spore is shown, to which the elaters are enveloped, elaters are surrounded, and in wet condition this happens, and later on the elaters are hygroscopic in nature. They absorb water and they get swelled, and in this way the spore get separated from the elaters. To the right side elaters are shown, which are uncoiled. Elaters help in dispersal of the spore. Next to that, this is the photograph of gametophyte of Equisetum. How the gametophyte is formed? When the spores, the Equisetum produces only one type of spore. These spores, after germination, they produces gametophytic plant. Gametophyte of the equisetum, it is the thalloid. Lower portion it is thallus-like and upper portion slightly branched, and in the notches of the branches the anthrazoids, that is male gamete, and archegonia, that is female gametes, are developed. This is the photograph of gametophyte of equisetum. This is the male gamete or the antheridium. At the center antheridium is shown, and it is antheridium in equisetum, it is sessile, and the anthrazoids which are produced inside the antheridium, they are multiciliated. They are coiled structures, and at the top of anthrazoid many cilia or flagella are present. This is a very characteristic feature of equisetum anthrazoid. This is the female gamete of equisetum, which is known as archegonium. See the structure, which is flask shaped structure, and it is the female gamete. At the center, at the basal region, the bulbous region of the archegonium, that consists of egg nucleus, which is large in size. Above that ventral canal cell is there, and above that a neck like structure which is known as neck, and the canal is known as neck canal cell, and this is the structure of archegonium of equisetum. Next, this is the development of embryo. Number of sporophytes. Embryo, after the fertilization takes place. Fertilization means fusion of male and female gamete takes place. After fusion of archegonium and antheridium, a zygote is developed. Zygote is diploid structure, and this zygote do not divide by reductional division, and directly it germinates and embryo is developed, and that embryo at maturity it produces a sporophytic plant of equisetum. This is the life cycle of equisetum. And in case of equisetum, the characteristic features are the spermatozoids which are ciliated. This we have to remember. And after fusion the zygote is formed. Zygote, there is no reductional division in the zygote, that directly develops into the embryo, and that embryo develops into a new plant. Next, this is the diagrammatic life cycle of equisetum. Let us discuss the diagrammatic life cycle of equisetum or alternation of equisetum. Sporophyte of equisetum is diploid, asexual, independent, autotrophic. Autotrophic means that can prepare its own food material. Differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Being asexual reproduction, the sporophyte produces strobili at the apices of the stem. Each strobulus shows sporangiophores arranged on a central axis. Each sporangiophore is T-shaped, capital T-shaped, differentiated into short, stalk and peltate disc. Underside of that, the disc of sporangia are produced. Below the disc-like structure, sporangia are produced, and the sporangium, each sporangium that produces haploid spores, hence the equisetum is homosporous. All the spores are of same size and same size and shape of the spore is similar, hence it is the homosporous. Hence the sporophyte is homosporous. The spore germinates to produce haploid gametophyte. This is the diagrammatic life cycle is shown here.